Whether you're thinking of applying for a job at Sam's Club or you're just curious about what it's like to work there, we have the answers. Here's a look at what former and current employees are saying about what it's like to work at Sam's Club. When it comes to Sam's Club, most employees never know what kind of work they'll be doing from one minute to the next. According to a lengthy post from an alleged Sam's Club worker on Reddit, there are several different managers at Sam's Club on duty at one time, and they often all assign different tasks to the same worker in the same time frame, causing a lot of stress and confusion.
Wasn't enough. I blew it.
In fact, the poster lovingly referred to the resulting chaos as a garbage fire. Other employees from other store locations vouched for the truth of the post. They say employees are often given assignments in departments they're not used to working in and often resort to taking sick days just to get a break from the madness. Multiple threads for Sam's Club employees on Reddit mention that one of the biggest challenges of working at Sam's Club is understaffing. If you've ever been to a Sam's Club, you know these stores are massive, and workers often find themselves handling an entire huge department by themselves. Many of the stores are already understaffed, so when someone goes on vacation or calls in sick, chaos ensues. Several workers complain that they're doing the work of 10 people and only getting paid for one, thanks to all the call-ins and general lack of employees. A new system has been put in place by management to cut down on the amount of sick and personal days workers take. But for some, this only serves to add more stress, since the ones who truly need a break can't take a mental health day if needed. If there's one thing workers should never have to stand for, it's not being paid for their work. Unfortunately, though, this seems to be almost common practice at Sam's Club and its parent company of Walmart, as over the years, many workers have reported that they've been made to work overtime with no pay. A 2002 article in the New York Times described how workers in both stores in multiple states were often asked to stay past quitting time to help clean up the store, sometimes even locked in by managers after they had clocked out and not allowed to leave until the store was spick and span. This type of treatment has resulted in several large class action lawsuits against the Walmart Corporation in recent years, including one in California that involved workers being denied lunch breaks, and one in Pennsylvania in which workers were forced to work up to 12 hours of unpaid overtime per month. You know that you found yourself in a toxic work environment if you almost always feel mentally and physically drained at the end of the day.
Stop crying.
Sadly, many Sam's Club workers feel this way about their job, according to threads on Reddit. Many employees feel as if they're asked to do too much and that they're being pulled in too many different directions at the same time. They also feel like they're just not being heard by their bosses if they try to discuss the issue. Several Sam's Club workers have had to use sick days just to get a mental break from the place, and others say they're considering quitting after only a few months, explaining that no matter how badly they could use the money, dealing with the work environment is just not worth it. An alarming amount of alleged Sam's Club workers on Reddit report that working at Sam's Club has either activated an anxiety disorder or made an existing problem worse. One even said, "The whole company is a dumpster fire of depression and dysfunction." One of the biggest complaints from current and former Sam's Club employees on Indeed is that the managers are unreliable and at times even cruel. One alleged merchandising floor team leader at Sam's Club says the manager plays favorites, giving better shifts to certain workers and generally just being nicer to some people than others, a claim that's backed up by other similar reviews. The most common complaint about Sam's Club managers, though, is that they just plain don't listen to their employees. Many workers say they feel their managers simply don't care about them, which doesn't create a lot of trust in the workplace. To make things even worse, some posters claim managers won't accept sick notes from doctors, resulting in workers getting punished or possibly even fired for being ill. In spite of all the negative factors past employees have exposed, working at Sam's Club apparently isn't all that bad. In fact, there are a few perks here and there worth mentioning, like the free turkeys handed out in November so that workers can have one for Thanksgiving dinner. According to a recent conversation on Reddit, this is a fairly new tradition, and some suspect that it is a way to keep morale up in this busy holiday time of year. The thread was initially started after the end of a one-day sale to congratulate all the workers who made it through what turned out to be a 12-hour shift for some. If those people don't deserve a free turkey, who does? Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more meshed videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.